Good morning, Aquarians. I hope that you are still enjoying the energy of the Sagittarius full moon that we had yesterday. I'm not even sure if the moon is still in Sag at this point, but we will feel that full moon energy for at least the next month, if not the next 6 months and onward. And yesterday I did a reading for all signs, I thought, asking what that energy was like for each sign, what gifts we were being offered, what we needed to know regarding how the Sag full moon energy would affect us. But somehow I forgot about us Aquarians. Aqua is my moon sign, but yeah, I left one out, and it was the Aquarian aliens. So you are getting this post full moon reading the morning after, but it's the same deal. It should illuminate what this energy is doing for you, how it's affecting you, just what this time period is like for you, really, Aquarians. So with that, we've got the Hermit card. Appropriate. Also the Emperor, though, and in reverse on the bottom of the deck, coming through for us, Aquas. So I feel like this this time period, this Sag full moon energy for you may have to do with a divine masculine who is a Virgo in your life, father figure, boss, significant other, or otherwise. Could just be a friend, but someone you see as a divine masculine, who perhaps is missing from the picture, or whom you are missing at this time during the Sag full moon energy. A lot of you may be needing to release a divine masculine, a Virgo, Aquas, in some way, shape, or form. Again, not necessarily a romantic partner, but could be. But others of you, a lot of us, Aquas, are just feeling like this hermit ourselves, just wanting to spend time alone, in quiet, in complete solitude for some, just with people that you're comfortable with, you feel close to, just wanting to really conserve and reserve our energy for other things in the future. And I think a lot of us are in our heads, honestly, Aquarians. And now the Hermit card is not always a card of overthinking and worrying, but in this particular deck, the Deviant Moon Tarot is what we're using this morning. This character does look like he or she has almost spent too much time alone and thinking, reflecting, right? Too much time alone, or the reason why some of you are spending so much time alone is because there's something you don't want to face in the real world, frankly. But others, it's not quite like that. It's more that you're working on a project, you're working on yourself, on self-development in general. And it's easier for you to remain focused. But it is summertime, Aquarians, so let's make sure that we're doing some of that working, focusing, meditating in solitude, healing, if that's what's the catalyst for a lot of us. Let's make sure we're doing it in the sun, is what I see first and foremost. You know, with this pale, almost cave-like creature, right? Some of you are just, you don't want to, you're not ready to be seen. And I guess it's not quite summer yet, right? But it's right around the corner still, late spring, early summer. Yeah, some of you just are not ready to be seen. Maybe you're working on your physicality for summer, perhaps, working on your swimsuit body or something, just real, one example. Now, Aquarians, for a lot of you, actually, it may not be a Virgo masculine figure who you're missing, or who is missing, or who has upset you, that you've had some sort of separation, falling out from. It may be a divine masculine of any sign, any element, any energy, right? I also do see Capricorn and Taurus, as well as Virgo again. So for some of you, it is a Virgo, but for others, the masculine may be described in any way. It's just that missing them, or being upset with them, them missing from the picture, having the separation, maybe whatever the case is, makes you feel like this, makes you feel like you just want to be alone. You just want to think about it and heal about it, and deal with it on your own for a while. You don't want to be seen, probably because it's very upsetting, maybe very emotional. For some of you, may be very angry about what went down between the two of you. But whatever the emotion is, it's intense, it's extreme, and it's personal, and it's private, and that's how you would like to deal with it. And that makes a lot of sense for Aquarians, right? For others, what is, for other Aquarians, the divine masculine energy that is missing, that is upsetting us, is our own divine masculine energy that is missing from the picture. We need to be the boss, the authority. We need to be more dominating in certain areas, or at least a certain area of our life, and we're not ready. We're not executing our skills to the best of our ability, or we're not completing the tasks that we have to do on time. We're maybe feeling unorganized in certain ways, or just, maybe some trying to run your own business or businesses, and feeling like you're falling short as far as being the kind of boss that you want to be, the kind of disciplinarian with yourself or your other employees that you want to be, or with your children. Again, with anybody in your life that you need to exercise some dominance and control, or in any area of your life that you need to exercise some dominance and control. So yeah, for some Aquarians, a lot of Aquarians, really, I feel, the other half of Aquarians, it's a time where you do need to assert yourself. You do want to assert yourself, especially, in order to manifest what you like in your career, in your money, in your home life, etc. But we feel like this instead. We just don't want to be seen. We don't want to deal with it yet. We realize that we haven't followed the plan, or that it's been a fault that we didn't make a plan, right? We realize here that there's a need for, again, us to take control, us to assert ourselves, us to dominate, us to organize. We need some structure in our life, and it could be in any area. Again, it could be in a relationship, romantic or otherwise, or we could be talking about the way we assert ourselves in general with all of our relationships and our friend group, or specifically, especially for a lot of us, at work, in school, whatever we consider to be our business at this time. And for some, like I said, it will be a literal business that you're trying to run. And this is Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy here. I feel both Taurus and Virgo and Capricorn. I do feel all those earth energies with you too, Aquas. But this is also saying that the goal you're trying to reach is something that you head toward slowly and steadily. So that's sort of a reassurance, that even though you're not seeing all of the completion in terms of what you're working on, be it relationship, business, or otherwise, in self-developmental work, probably for some, but even though we're not seeing all the completions we'd like to at this Sag full moon, we are doing work that we love to do. And I think something about that work needs to transform us, especially if we're the boss, right? Based on what else I've been saying, what else has been coming through. Some something needs to transform here. And I definitely think it's related to us not being able to walk away from something, feeling stuck on something, right? That's really just not meant for us, Aquas. Or that's not helping us to be the highest version of ourselves. You know, I could be talking about television, sugar. Those are the examples I always use. Or a relationship that's bad for you. Or an addiction to a substance that's even, you know, that's even more harmful or harms you even quicker, right? Even more quickly. What am I saying? We need to make a decision about this, is the point. That we need to make a decision about this. Whatever that is. Again, whether it's in a relationship or in your business, a decision needs to be made about walking away from something that we know is not helping us to evolve in one area or another. But I do think we're doing work we love to do. And I do think we know what needs to be let go of. And that could mean, you know, work that you love to do with a partner, on yourself, in a relationship. It's gonna be split, like I was saying. It's gonna be split. But that indecision, I feel, is synonymous with this inaction that we see with the Magician reversed. I really think we already know what needs to be walked away from, what or whom or what parts of version of ourselves, right? And it definitely is all connected to this divine masculine energy that's missing. And here's this new beginning. This is the completion that we were looking for, a lot of us, right around this time, right around the full moon in Sag. And that's some of what's leading us, some Aquarians, to think, you know, I failed to get myself to that place. It's just not time. This is just something that takes, and I was just saying this in your mid-month reading, Aquarians. And that's probably why I forgot about us, honestly, is because I just recorded our mid-months when I should have been starting the full moon videos, really. But that, you know, exactly what I just did is what's happening for some Aquarians is there's this critical review of our own plans or lack of plans and having not followed them. And we're thinking, why didn't I organize this like that? Why didn't I start this back then? And the severity of it is different for each Aquarian. But it is a goal that one moves toward slowly and steadily and surely. This night, as we know, gets where it is going, this Earth night. It just takes a little more time because attention has to be paid to detail. Small mistakes have to be caught and corrected. And we saw the rebirth card. Certain things just need to be transformed and revamped in order to make whatever you're working on, again, work you love to do, and for some reason, I think, but in order to push it forward, in order to see this new beginning that is coming through. Yours is certainly the longest reading now, Aquarians, but I feel you deserve it because I forgot about us for a few hours there. So one more card. Well, a clarification on the Hermit. Yeah, and you know, we have the Strength card reversed here, clarifying the Hermit. I feel like whether it's relationship or business related, either way, you know, Aquarians, at least in the LunarTicks collective here, we're going within and hiding from something we can't tame within ourselves. So like I said, that thing that we're having trouble letting go of, is it a person, a relationship, a version of ourselves, a habit of ours? We know what's holding us back. And for some of us, we just don't know how to get away from this activity, this pattern, this addiction. Sometimes you reach these places where you cannot see the way. And we did have the moon card reversed. So some of you are just, you do not know how to move forward. You know what needs to be let go of, and you literally do not know how. It seems like such a part of you, or it really is an addiction that has a hold of you, and you'd have to be looking at it from the outside in to even see it clearly. So you know it's there, but yeah, Aquarians, I mean, some of us need to ask for help, need to ask for advice, need to get some more personalized advice than what is here. I mean, some of you may need a different kind of professional, to be honest. It's going to be different depending on your specific situation. I don't want to go too deep down any one example. That's really just going to be a rabbit hole where I know there's tons of different ways that this gets specific, but you know, for a lot of you, it is a lover that you just cannot get away from. For a lot of you, when I say you need added help, more personalized help and advice, I could just mean, you know, coming out of this shell, coming out of this hermit state, and asking the people who care about you, that you can trust, especially people who, you know, whose opinion, whose mind you trust, heart you trust, regarding whatever the specific matter is that's bothersome to you, your relationship. And I think a lot of us Aquarians, we think that if we, you know, just continue to stay in this space, that we will figure it out. We will find the way forward. We will find the new version of ourselves that is able to let go of that addiction, that pattern, that habit, person, way of life, old version of ourselves, right? Yeah. You need like-minded individuals, kindred spirits around you, and you are not attracting them with this energy, right? Not, I don't think, who you need in order to advise you here, Aquarians. But in any case, Aquarians, I do feel like this is the answer to our question. In any scenario, again, relationship, business, I think this is the answer to our question. I said you may want to seek help from some other kind of professional, ask for more personalized advice somehow, an astrologer, sure, a tarot reading, sure, but you know, maybe something something else, maybe something, a therapist, etc., a counselor. But this is more so, I think, the answer to the question. That could be the case for some. I think wanting to attract like-minded individuals and kindred spirits is really going to be ultimately the answer here. These are going to be the people, the energies who are interested in the same things you are, or trying to do similar things, at least, to what you've been focusing on, or focusing on similar issues, similar relationship dynamics, at similar stages in their self-development, in their spiritual development. Those are the friends that you're going to be able to share openly with, that you're going to be able to ask for advice, who are going to be able to give you that personalized view of you. And I think for a lot of you, yeah, I have the 7 of Earth, the 10 of Earth, the Page of Earth here. For a lot of you who this does have to do with for those of you who this does have to do with your finances, you're building your business, your work. I think these are going to be the people that help you to find abundance, answer questions about how you can transform what you've been working on, your methods, your structure, your plans, like we were talking about, because they've done similar things or are in the process of learning about similar things, and you two can, or you, the group of you, the two of you, the three of you, however many there are, can talk through it, you know, even if you're just working it out, can bounce ideas off of one another, etc. But, you know, yeah, we have to come out of this shell. And I think once we attract those kindred spirits as like-minded individuals and get this advice that we really need, there's wealth, there's health, there's learning new things all coming in. There is success that continues to take time. There's still work that needs to be done. There are still things that need to be learned on this path, Aquarians. But yeah, it's going to go so much quicker and smoother, and be a lot more fun too, you know, if we attract these like-minded individuals to help us through. That's what we're really resisting at this time, and actually also in need of. Like I said, we're not wanting to be seen in this emotional space, whatever it is that has you down, you know, whatever area of your life. Or maybe for a lot of Aquarians, the reason that we're feeling like this character looks is because we have questions in multiple areas of our life at once. Multiple things feel like they're missing this divine masculine energy, maybe your love life and in your business, both. But it'll be slightly different for everyone. If you feel like you need a private reading, Aquarians, then just scroll down to the description box below. Happy to work with you. I hope that you will make wise choices for yourselves moving forward, especially about coming out of your shell a little bit in the next week, month, even 6 months, and at least reaching out to and sharing with people that you feel like you can trust, that you feel like have something to offer you in whatever areas you have concerns, worries, doubts, fears. But that said, I love you, Aquarians, and thank you so much for all of your support to LunarTicksTarot. It's so appreciated, and I will post another reading for us very soon.